Good morning, delicious friends. Welcome to Gothic Brunch. It is... Oh, let me turn that fan down. It is the finale of this arc. It is session 10. Y'all, we've played 9 sessions before this. And we are having fun, having good times down in the land of Krevborna. So, as we get started, just a quick reminder and introductions. I am Kyle. I will be your dragon manager today. I use he, him pronouns. And we're going to be hanging out for the next 3-ish hours to seeing what this group of disaster children can pull together trying to save the city. No. Let's do a quick set of intros left to right. Emma.
Hello, hi. My name is Emma, and I use she, her pronouns. And you can find me on the Twitter sphere at MK Hansen. And today I am, as always, playing Annabelle, the werewolf ancestral barbarian, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Excellent. Val.
Hi everybody, I'm Val, the human embodiment of gay panic, and today I will be playing Ambrosia, the archfey changeling warlock disaster. I use she, her pronouns, and Ambrosia uses they, them pronouns.
Very good. And Peter Voss.
Yes, I am Peter Voss, otherwise known as the hashtag pun bard on Twitter. You can find me at Peter Voss. I make daily D&D puns. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Quint Wheelwright, the toolist, who also uses he, him pronouns.
And finally, Matu.
It's me. Hi, I'm Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I use he, him pronouns. Don't look at me like that, Emma. And I will be playing Delilah Barrowhunt, the Grave Cleric, who uses she, her pronouns.
Yes, the Matthew W. Foreman experience is with us today. Well, you are all an entire experience in your own respective ways. That's certainly true. Yes. We are so glad that Val is back this week after hanging out last week with another VR fam. So it was understandable, but we're glad you're back. I hope you had a good time. I heard you played a new game.
I played Blades and it was great. I got to be gay and do crime.
I mean, that game is be gay, do crime, summon demons.
I can't imagine why I loved it so much.
The gay part is not actually written in the rules, but there's a whole subtext, so it's fine. All right. Where are we today? Well, we are going to move. First of all, you know what? I didn't do a thing. So, perhaps one of the three of you who were here last week could remind us of what went down. So things are about to go down, so what went down already?
Quint turned into a hot pocket.
Oh, I forgot about that part, yes.
We had a throwdown with Kipling, the necromancer in denial, who decided he was going to teleport away, and we chased him into a cave and had a even more weirdly climactic fight with some demons, which turned very poorly.
It went fine. You did fine.
That's one way to, that's...
Are you all alive?
Yes.
Are they still there?
No.
Then you're fine.
But we searched a warehouse and couldn't find much of note except for a few items of interest.
What sort of items of interest did you find there, Quint Wheelwright?
We found, if I recall correctly, let me see if I took a... I did not write down the thing, but I think we found a symbol that had a lightning bolt on on it, which was pretty interesting.
So that was a chime that was kind of
Yes.
in the shape of a lightning bolt. Don't know if anybody here is interested in that sort of thing.
And then we also found a bunch of very oddly pristine and very expensive ball gowns in the ship with all the zombies and the necromancer. And yeah.
Yeah, those ball gowns. I think there was some other stuff that you found in the creepy warehouse, right?
Oh, right. We found a whole case full of little tiny people.
Well, there was two, but yes, they were little tiny translucent people walking around in little cages inside crates. I'm sure it's fine. And I think that who was it that was it even Delilah who was noping out of that and closing it back up?
Yeah, she closed it.
Listen, for me that's a point of pride. If I can get Delilah to be like, nope, this is too much, then finally I have achieved the level to which I strive. Because Delilah's like, this is fine, I've seen worse than this. You have no idea. Excellent. So, let us get everybody over onto the hideout map. Yeah. Y'all have been inspecting in this creepy warehouse. What would you, I think I mentioned right before we started, y'all can take a short rest, so if you haven't already, you can certainly apply those changes to your character sheets and whatnot.
I'd like to try to fix my armor, and I would like some help.
I can give you guidance. That's how I can help. That's about it. It's a D4.
What kind of check are you doing on that?
A tinkering check.
Do any of you have proficiency with Tinker's tools?
Of course not.
Okay, then yeah, it's just your D4. I think this requires expertise.
All right. Okay. Let me see what I'm adding. +6.
While he's doing that, thanks again to Elvin Tower for the fantastic maps. Derek does great work. Derek Ruiz, he's a fantastic artist and a generally good dude overall. Not sponsored. I just support him on Patreon and I like his stuff.
Would you say that 18 is enough? I know I had some.
Yeah, I think you could make some improvements with an 18.
Okay.
I think so.
Functional.
Functional, like.
Okay.
I mean, it's not pristine, I think, but, you've got something going on there. You've designed this class. I'll let you figure out what that means. But I think that an 18 is enough that you've cobbled together some functionality. Are you all in this warehouse here? Is that where you all are? Let me move it a little bit.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You hear outside a thump and some thwapping sounds. Thwap, 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 thwap.
Oh no.
No.
Oh,
What?
I'm so fascinated by this.
It's okay. Don't mind me. I have a weird brain. It's fine.
Okay.
There's like a lot of different things that just went through my head.
That's fair. That's totally fair. There's a lot of things that this could be. So that's fair.
Is this after or before the short rest?
This is after the short rest. So do whatever other stuff you do in your short rest, and then you can choose what you do to perhaps investigate what's going on out there.
Are there any windows in here?
We determined there are no windows.
Okay.
There's a set of there's double doors on the east side here. And, of course, back in that back room, there's the trap door that leads down back to those smugglers' tunnels or whatever they are.
And this is a door right here?
Oh, yeah, that's also a door. Good call.
Okay.
The ones here are like loading doors for whatever.
Got it.
And where did we hear those noises come from?
To the east, outside the doors.
We could just leave. We could just go. It's fine. This place is screwed anyway.
That is certainly an option.
So could you ping where the direction where the noise is coming from?
Somewhere over this way. Somewhere in that direction, I mean. Not in that specific location.
Yeah, I understood. So I'm going to walk over here.
Quint's going to follow.
I'm going to creak the door open and try to see what the hell's going on.
All right. While she is doing that, Ambrosia and Annabelle, what are you two doing?
Leaving. No.
Yeah, we go down the grate and like say, good luck, everybody. Bye.
We have not, if I recall correctly, we have not investigated these two pools, correct?
What you did look in and see that it was lake water and that there was no other objects in there. That's the most that you did. But you did determine that there was. You didn't see creatures crouching in these barrels like in previous locations where you've seen similar barrels.
Okay, so that was my second question. They're in vats. These are like vats of water, and they're not like in the floor pools. Okay.
Well, they are definitely big old vats of water.
Very important question. Did we steal everything that was valuable in here?
That's up to you.
I think that depends on what you think is valuable.
Also true.
If it's worth gold, we take it.
I gave you a bunch of stuff. You've seen the VOD.
I heard diamond dust, and I would.
There were There were 2 bags of diamond dust. There was that gem encrusted, petrified, hollowed out stone heart.
Nice. Yeah.
There was a crate of expensive parasols.
Parasols?
Oh no!
Did we take the parasols?
Yes.
Delilah
wanted one, and I think I knew that Ambrosia would want.
See, that's the funny thing is, I put stuff in that I thought would appeal to the players, and I didn't think about how the characters might react. And I'm kind of fascinated by the fact that non-binary Ambrosia, reacted like that to the parasols.
Listen, I was looking through when we were doing the expensive gowns. I wasn't there, but in spirit, I was looking for corsets or anything like that. Just, it's all about the aesthetic, corset and suit.
Yeah, I'm sure there would have been corsets in there.
Nice. Okay, I stole some of them.
Okay, Delilah, as you are trying to subtly... There you go, now the sound is going. As you are trying to subtly open that door without being noticed, can you make me a stealth check?
Sure. Oh. A disadvantage.
Right. I knew that you would remember.
9.
9. Yeah.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You creak it open. And there are 3 general sorts of things that catch your attention. All centered on that building, the small building just to the east where there's that small office. But it's on the roof of that building. So there's the small building there, small kind of outhouse, maybe originally intended for like a dockmaster or whatever to keep inventory. On the roof of that, you see Dr. Kipling, who's just appeared there.
What?
More over, you see remember I mentioned the flapping sounds?
Mm-hmm.
You see these deformed heads with wings on their sides flying around him.
Oh.
Yeah. Like bats, but instead of bat bodies, they have these twisted, cursed heads. And
not ideal.
Floating in the air a few feet above and behind him, not shown on the map here, is a young woman in a similar type of gown to what you've seen before. She's in this white and blue, very frilly, very expensive, very high fashion gown. Those of you who live there know that this is the epitome of current trends in the fashionable folks in Krevborna. She's carrying one of those parasols, but she's floating, like her feet just dangling in the air. Oh, and also importantly, her face is completely painted in blue and yellow face paint. And that symbol that I mentioned on the crates, that's sort of the stylized pentagram snowflake, is tattooed right here on the nape of her neck.
It's not ideal.
Wow.
And she speaks, and she says, Dr. Kipling, you haven't finished what we told you to do. Now redeem your worthless self and take care of them. When she speaks, you see that her teeth are all metal.
What?
Jaws. She's that villain from
James-
Yeah, Moonraker. Yeah, she's like Jaws from Moonraker. Yeah, she's got all...
literally playing out Moonraker now.
Yeah, and in a flash, something passes over her, and she's gone. Roll for initiative.
Yeah. I was gonna say, on a failure, it's like a I notice them, they notice me.
Yes, that's exactly right. There's no surprise.
Hey!
Okay, so here's how I'm going to do this. That's also why I asked where everybody was.
I rolled a nat 1 there.
Oh.
Okay, so Quint, what's your total?
2.
Oh, sick.
Delilah.
20 total with a natural 20.
Oh.
20. Ambrosia.
I got a 10.
Annabelle.
I got a 14.
I think we're doing really well.
Oops, that's not a 47, that's a 14. And let's see, first of all, one of you who might know want to give me an Arcana check?
Okay.
Which stuff?
It's stuff.
Not as such.
No, way to go.
I think Delilah certainly would be able to.
Delilah got a 9.
Okay, Delilah maybe hasn't, for whatever reason, hasn't seen these before.
I got an 18.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what you know, and then I'm going to ask you how you know this. You know that these little creatures floating here, I mean, okay, first of all, it's not a surprise to anybody that they're demons, right? Like, okay. But they are known as Varguis, or Varguils, and they are sort of a kind of, not quite virus, but they're sort of self-replicating. When have you heard of or seen these things before?
So, I have seen one of these before because in exchange for a reading, someone tried to give me one of them in a wee little cage, and I was like, "No, I'm not about that life. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Not today. Give me money."
Fair. Somebody tried to give you a captured one. Oh, that's going to be fun to know about later.
Oh no.
What have you done? You
This-
sealed
I mean-
your fate.
I saw a poster of one. It's fine.
Someone had a poster up in their bedroom. It was totally metal.
Yeah, when I was in my teens, I had a lot of posters, My Chemical Romance, these bat creatures.
These bat creatures. Well, Kipling is going to go first. Now, he's used up quite a few of his spells, you know, as one does. But what he's gonna do, I think he can only see Delilah right now, but he knows where you all are.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he knows you're inside. He doesn't know your exact
Right.
locations, to be sure. I don't mean that he's got some Yeah. This is how this is going to work. Yeah.
Nuke it from orbit. That's the only way to be sure.
You're not wrong. Oh, twice as big as that.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
No, keep
Oh, it's not great.
No.
Cloud kill?
Cloud kill.
Pretty.
Yup.
Okay.
Oh.
I
No.
need
Good
Quint
start.
and Delilah.
Anything but a Constitution check. Anything?
It's
Oh.
definitely Constitution.
Yeah.
It's at the start when we start our turn in it though, right?
When a creature enters the spell for a first time on a turn or starts his turn there, must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Creatures are affected even if they hold their breath or don't need to breathe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a thing on that. But remember, they are they are themselves standing about 10 feet off the ground.
Christ.
And yes, Delilah, it's your turn. Delilah, can you make a Constitution save?
I sure can, buddy. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fail. 5.
Okay, so you'll take 18 poison damage.
One of my favorite spells. Oh! 18. I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Seeing that I have line of sight to him.
You do have line of sight.
Okay, I am going to cast. They're flying. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on him.
On Dr. Kipling? All
Yep.
right. He's going to attempt
Dex
that
save.
dex save. Yep. What's your
15. DC 15.
Thank you. He makes it.
0 damage because it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
I will then use my. Yeah, I will use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right. Now it is time for my friends, the Varguese. One of whom flies here and lets out this ear-piercing, terrifying, stunning shriek. And I need Quint and Delilah to make wisdom saves.
Ready, wisdom save, you said?
Oh, thank God.
Oh, no. That's a 3.
All right. You are frightened and therefore stunned until the end of the Varguese' next turn.
Ah. Oh, dear. This is not going to go well for Quint.
No, probably not. The other 3 fly in, swarming around Quint.
Are they immune to poison?
They are.
Oh, fuck.
You can tell that they are not affected in the least by this swirling, putrid, sickening green cloud. And we're going to have some bites on Quint. So
Are those at advantage because I'm stunned, or?
Yep.
I believe so, yeah.
They absolutely are, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but, well, it is specifically because, to be clear, stunned. Yep, you automatically fail strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You are also incapacitated, meaning that you cannot take actions or reactions. So, attacks at advantage. Yep. 1. Let me get back to here. So there's a 12. I bet a 12 does not hit.
Nope.
I bet a 22 does hit.
That does, surprisingly enough. So that's I only take 10 poison damage off of that, though.
Okay. The last one, the one directly in front of you, gives you a kiss. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, hey, charisma save. Okay. I might actually do okay at that. 7 plus 2. 9. Nope.
Okay. Just keep a note that you failed that. There's no immediate effect.
Okay. Oh dear.
It's just you just felt this. It's this balding head, sort of half rotting. You can actually see that where the head was detached from the throat, and so all the gore and stuff hanging from it, and it just planted a big old wet one right on the lips, a little bit of tongue in there.
Don't like that.
And it is now Annabelle's turn. Annabelle, you can hear all the fighting, and you see over there some of the poison cloud seeping into the warehouse. What do you do?
Okay, so my question is, well, here's what I would like to do, if it's possible. I would like to start running toward where I saw Quint and Delilah, and as I'm doing so, I would like to transform and leap over that thing so I don't have to go around it.
Can you give me an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice,
I would
to
love
see if you can do that
Okay.
without causing yourselves problems?
Okay, that is a 18.
Oh, yeah. So you all see Annabelle howl, that thing that you've always seen her do, throw her arms back, transform into rippling muscle and fur, and just in a single bound leap over that crane there.
That's what I want. So I can get to here, it looks like.
Okay, you gonna dash?
Yikes,
It's up to you.
I know. I feel like I think Annabelle probably would. I think she would say, I don't care, I'm diving into this.
All right.
So how far would that get me? That would get me
Another X feet. 40. I think it's 40 you have, right?
it's 40 for me, so I'm trying to figure out if I oh, that would put me right at the center of the cloud. I will yeah, well, you know what? That's my life. So I'm going to go right there.
Okay, can you give me a Constitution save, please?
Yeah. Okay. Not terrible. 20, unnatural.
You save. And because you save, I'm just double checking, but I'm pretty sure.
Am I good?
Yeah, you take half damage, so you're going to take 9 poison damage.
Not bad.
I think that's your turn?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Ambrosia. I love saying Ambrosia.
Ambrosia. Seeing Annabelle do that, I'm going to try and do the same so I don't waste movement because I've only got 30 feet. So I'm going to try and hop over the ballista.
Okay, can you give me an acrobatics or athletics check?
I sure can. Let me just add my modifier to that. Oh, I got a 6.
No, you are unable. You get to it, and you just kind of like hop, but you're not able to jump all the way over it.
I'm struggling, y'all. How far can I get?
You can just go around it.
Yeah, I can go around it. Bloop. 10, and then 20. Oh, okay. So I can get here.
Okay.
Can I see the cloud from here?
You can definitely see the cloud.
Is this a thing that Dispel Magic would have an effect on?
One way to find out.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. I'm going to double check. Can you give me an Arcana check?
Like,
Or
sure
is it...
can.
Let me
Oh, I think it's
refresh my memory exactly. There's a check that you have to make, and I'm trying to remember exactly what... Oh, it's an ability check based on your... it's not Arcana. It's based on your spellcasting ability. So just give me a Charisma check.
Charisma check. No, get back your dice.
Please.
19?
Yes! Very
Sorry.
good.
I thought I was muted.
What? Don't be sorry.
Did it work?
She did it. It did work. She did it good.
Yes.
Holy shit, Val. I'm so proud of you right now.
I am also. I'm so.
That would have dropped me if I had failed the save. That would have dropped me from 22, whatever minus 18 is.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
please,
4.
let Dispel magic work on this.
Yeah. I
It's a
think.
spell. That's all Dispel Magic works on, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, that was exactly. Our little Val is growing up. Yay!
I'm so proud of you.
I mean, now to be sure, Quint is still stunned from the shriek, but no longer taking the cloud kill. So you just saved a lot of damage. Any bonus action on your turn? I don't think so.
No bonus action.
Okay. Quint, you are still stunned, cannot take actions or reactions, but you no longer have to make a save against poison.
Do I? Are there any saves I have to make because of that kiss?
No,
Okay.
you're fine.
I guess that ends my turn because I can't do anything. So
Okay. Well, I no longer have to move the cloud on Kipling's turn because the cloud is gone. And he curses. He doesn't know who did it because he can't see Ambrosia, but he is very displeased with this turn of events. And I think he can see Quint though. Quint, I need you to make another Constitution save.
okay, sure.
As necromantic energy washes over you.
Oh no.
Blight.
14 minus 1.
Okay.
I don't know what I expected.
I don't know what you expected either. I expected him to say +1. So that's going to be 36 necrotic damage.
Yeah, and I'm gone.
You're at 0, yeah.
Yep.
Yep, not dead. Just at 0.
Yep. Quint just crumples.
Yeah, and you see his face and whatever parts of his body you can see literally wither and dry up. Like, almost like a corpse. And I think that is all.
Could I don't know if this is too late. I thought it was melee, but it just says damage. Can I use my spirit shield as a reaction for this to reduce the damage that he takes?
If it says anytime they take damage.
It just says any creature that you see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage.
Then that's what you can do.
Okay.
2d6. That would have to be an awful lot of.
She doesn't know that, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Annabelle does.
she's got it's a reaction. You may as well use it.
Yep.
Yeah. That's exactly what Annabelle will do if she started to. Oh, I got 12.
Wow! Wait a second. Okay.
I think you're still 2 under. It's 36 minus 12 is 24.
Yeah.
You were
no.
at 22. You're still at 0, Chief.
Man.
Sorry, friends.
All right.
No, it is what it is.
I'm lying anyway. This is what makes it fun.
I agree.
I mean, it would be boring otherwise. So anyway, that is Kipling's turn, standing on that rooftop. Delilah, what do you do?
I am going to hobble forward towards Kipling with a kind of menacing look in my eye and I'm going to cast a spell at him. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dex save DC 15.
Thank you. That's going to be a failure.
Is what it is. 9 points of radiant damage. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word at a 4th level. You're going to heal 20 points maximum because I'm a Grave Cleric.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh boy, howdy.
He sneers.
And I look at Kipling, I said, no one's dying on my watch except for you.
You say that now. Anything else, Delilah?
That's my whole turn.
Okay. The Varg wheel that's here in the center again lets out one of those shrieks. However, Delilah does not have to make the save. I need everyone else to make a wisdom saving throw.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Okay. And which saving? Wisdom?
Yes.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, jeez. I'm not rolling well. That's a 7.
Okay. Ambrosia?
15?
You're fine. Annabelle?
I got a 1 + 1, so I 2.
No!
Okay, so the two of you, Annabelle and Quint, are frightened.
No,
Oh, bother.
I am insulted by this.
You are frightened until the end of the Varg wheel's next turn. While frightened, you are stunned and therefore incapacitated. The other three, one of the one to the north tries to bite Quint, so that's going to be the thing. So probably misses, even with 13.
Yep.
The other two, however,
I don't want to be... No!
one of them tries to kiss Annabelle. The same one that kissed Quint. Don't get jealous, Ambrosia. That's the thing. So, Ambrosia, Annabelle, can you make a charisma save?
Okay. Am I doing this at disadvantage because I'm frightened?
No, that doesn't...
I got a 7.
Okay. Yep, just duly noted. You both have failed on kisses. Now you know out of character now what that is, because I think that's fun.
Yikes!
So, the other one is just going to try to bite Quint again. For a 19?
No.
Wow. All right. Annabelle, you're stunned and incapacitated, so it's Ambrosia's turn.
I do have a question because I dropped to 0. Am I still cursed?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think this is? A JRPG?
I mean, listen, 5e is pretty easy about recovering from stuff. It's not that easy. But again, your characters don't know you're cursed. Not even Delilah knows right now. Doesn't mean she won't figure it out later. In an hour, she's going to figure something out. But we'll see what that is. Ambrosia, what do you do?
I would like to Eldritch Blast.
All right, that makes sense. Blast a little flapping head thing.
They just sound so gross.
They are gross. They are super gross.
I'm going to try and hit...
Yeah, I think the easiest one for you to hit is the one in the southeast.
Yeah. Okay, so... The first one... My DC is 6. The first one is a 13.
13 will hit.
Yay! The first one is a natural 1.
Plus, but you have Agonizing Blast, right?
Oh, that adds on to damage.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, you natural 1 for the second one. Okay, yeah, so give me your damage roll.
So that's...
Ooh, luck. Ooh.
Huh?
Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
You have luck!
Ambrosia hears a pigeon from the window and is struck with luck. Ha! Second one is a dirty 20. Alrighty, this is fine. We're doing great. Thank you, Metagaming Pigeon.
That's what Metagaming Pigeon is for.
The first attack is a 9. The second attack is an 11.
That's the total damage?
Yeah, so that's what the Eldritch Blast hits.
Okay.
So 9, 11.
Yeah, that thing just explodes in awful and guts and weird bodily fluids that aren't the colors they should be. Anything else, Ambrosia?
No, I'm just really happy none of it got on my coat. I'm fine now.
All right. Quint is still incapacitated. He's not taking poison damage, so that's good, right?
Yes.
Kipling's turn now. He says, "Why won't you just die?" And I think he's going to I think he's going to blight Quint again.
No.
So, Quint, can you give me a Constitution save?
Okay. Shoot. No, I take the full amount of damage.
Okay.
And I'm down again.
Next! He says. But actually, next is Delilah, so now what?
Okay. I'm going to... Fuck me. Yeah. I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20... I don't think I can make it to Quint, unfortunately. There are things blocking my way, and I have no more ranged healing left. So, Quint, you are on your own, buddy.
Wait, how much movement do you have?
30 feet, but I don't see how I can enter. There's a flying creature blocking the door, yeah?
You could get...
Can I go from here to here?
You could... Yeah, you can go right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Then I will scooch myself in here, and I'll use Healer's Kit since we've had a short rest.
Okay.
Now it's not maximized because that only applies to my spells. You heal 11 points from my Healer's Kit.
11 is not 0.
Quint is having a day.
Quint is having a hell of a day.
That's my whole turn.
Okay. The 3 remaining Varguils. So let's see. Annabelle and Quint are currently frightened. Still. So it's going to let out that shriek again. So I need the 2 of you who have failed previously to make another save.
Okay.
Is that wisdom? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Oh, 17 plus 1. Finally.
Oh God, Jesus.
Okay, so you'll be unfrightened at the end of this turn. Oh, no, the fact ends... No, well, yes, you are immune going forward. It'll end at the end of this turn, so it doesn't really matter. All right. Quint, these other 2, they're just going to keep chomping on you. That's all.
Okay.
A 16 and a 13.
No.
All right. Annabelle, I forget, did you pass yours?
No.
No, you're still scared of these things. You are stunned. You're just so taken by their look and their sound that you can't even handle it. Maybe one of these heads reminds you of somebody that you knew before, and maybe that's why.
I think that would be the only reason that she would be frightened of something like this. I think that would have to be it.
Ambrosia, you see those nasty, nasty things in there. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast Unsettling Visage.
Ooh, that's an interesting thing. So tell me what that does.
Creature you can... oh no, this different one... God, I'm bad at this.
You're getting better. That's what matters.
It's Fey Presence. That's what I'm trying to do. Which I can use an action to cause each creature in a 10-foot cube to make a Wisdom save. Oh no, that might affect them. Charm. No, that'll make them. They're already frightened. They're fine.
Only one of them is frightened.
You know what? It seems like a bad idea to frighten my own party members. I'm just going to Eldritch Blast this.
Say the words.
I'm trying to be fancy. I'm just
I think it's great. You're thinking through your options. That's great.
Okay, so the first one is a 13.
That will hit.
Yeah! Second one is a 14. Because
that will clearly also hit.
Okay. Gonna roll damage. 11 and 9. Again!
Man, it's like this is the week of 9/11 or something. Yes, you just explode another one, and Annabelle, as you are stunned and frightened, the guts of this one just splatter all over you. It doesn't have any mechanical effect. Just that skull just split, that flying head just split from the Eldritch Blast, and it's just dripping down your face and front right now.
You just hear a voice from behind you go, "You're welcome!"
Quint, you're no longer stunned. What do you do now?
I have a question. I can't remember exactly. Is taking a potion a bonus action?
It is an action.
An action? Okay. Then
people think that because there are a few DMs who've house rolled it otherwise, and I understand.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get up, and I'm going to... I'm just going to smack the one that's left in front of me.
All right. Smack it hard.
Uh-huh. That's a 7 there, plus 5. 7 plus 5 is 12.
That hits. 12 is the AC.
And that's 2d6 plus a d4. Okay. 2d6 plus 2. So that's 11 plus 2.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, plus 4 plus...
You're all right. Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use my movement to charge out.
Okay, and there's one just flapping there in front of you.
Yeah.
Kipling's turn. I keep telling you to die! And I think what he's going to do now... Yeah, he's going to do the same thing, actually. I need another Constitution save from you. It's working for him.
How many blights does he have? Okay, DC...
At least 3.
Yeah.
At least.
He said, okay, DC 15. I'm going to roll this dice.
It's going to make a difference.
Shoot. No, I'm down again.
What were you at?
I was at 11.
What was your max HP?
My max HP was 35. But that's the
He's
like,
fine.
Yeah.
Wait.
So
no.
I was at
Your total max, like normally, what's your total max?
after a full
Yeah,
thing,
if you were fully healed, what would your normal max be?
35.
You all watch as Quint, in his armor, shrivels completely and bursts into dust.
Oh no.
The reason, so for those wondering why, if your remaining damage after you drop to 0 is equal to or greater than your max HP, that's one of the few ways in 5e where you die outright.
And you have the additional 10 maximum from aid factor in?
Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, 45.
So 45 is your... Okay, yes.
Because of aid.
Okay, because it does increase your max HP.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it's not temp... I was thinking about temp HP. Temp HP would not have saved you here.
no, yeah.
Correct.
Aid saves you here. You had aid?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had aid. That's great.
Yeah.
Don't misunderstand me. This is not me saying no. It's me going, really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
You're at 0.
Yeah, like, you're still not in great shape.
I have absolutely 0, no healing, and no spells left, folks. I
And-
can heal Ambrosia, me, and Val.
Kipling is clearly frustrated. They won't die! Delilah, it's your turn.
I fucked up. I'm going to cast. I have nothing left. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on Dr. Kipling.
Okay.
I'm going to shuffle over here. Sorry. Let me look at them. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25.
He
Yeah,
fails.
minus item. Good. 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay, yeah, he definitely takes that.
That's it. That's my whole turn.
Okay. Quint, you're unconscious? You're not dead, but you're unconscious, correct?
Yeah, I'm at 0. Do I?
Nope, not your turn yet.
Okay.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing. It is the remaining Vargoese turn. Mm-hmm. And it's going to bite you.
Oh boy.
And
Wait. 1 second.
It's an auto crit because you're unconscious.
Yes.
The amount of damage doesn't matter here. Well, it does, but I don't think... Your max is 45? That's not 45.
Sentinel at death's door. I'm going to make it not a crit.
Well, here's...
He'll only fail 1 death saving throw.
Okay. Oh, you have Sentinel?
Yeah. Sentinel at death's door. Sentinel at death's door. Grave Cleric.
Oh, okay. Not the Sentinel feat.
Nope.
Okay. What does that give? What does that do? I'm
going to turn a critical hit into a normal hit.
okay. All right. Like as a reaction?
Yep.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it's
so you
within
have
30
one
feet.
failed death save.
Yep.
Okay, and how much damage was I dealt because it was a normal hit?
It doesn't matter. You're at 0.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
It's all fine. It's good. It's all fine. Somehow they're keeping you alive for now. Annabelle, you are no longer stunned. You are no longer raging. You could, if you have a rage available, you could still rage again.
Nope, I don't. That's
No,
it.
but you didn't take damage or do damage or attack or whatever you didn't fulfill the rage thing, so you're back to regular Annabelle, who's still, I mean, clearly Annabelle may still be raging, but lowercase r.
Yeah, sure, totally. All right, cool. This is absolutely fine. I am going to. Oh man. How tall is the building that he is standing on?
10 feet tall. If you can try to climb it, if that's what you're looking to do, but you'll need to make a check. That's all.
Yeah.
That'll be the other words. It would be your action to climb it up, and I just need it's not that hard. I just need an athletics or acrobatics check from you. But that'll be your action to be up there next to him.
Okay. No. I kind of want to do that, but I'm not going to do that. What would Annabelle do? Annabelle would do that. Stupid idiot. Okay. She's going to try to get up there. With a
Nikki.
17.
Well, yeah. Shh. Close my door. I'm sorry. What was that?
I got a 17 to climb.
Oh yeah. No, you were definitely up there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right up there on the corner next to him.
Okay. Then that. if
That's your
my
action. Yeah.
then that's it. That's it.
Okay. Ambrosia. You see your friends out there. You see Quint dying. You see one of those flapping heads Delilah looks frustrated. What do you do?
If I go here, can I see Kipling at all?
Yes, you have line of sight to Kipling.
I'm gonna cast Blight. Because I have Blight 2, asshole.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you say to him? That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got to make a Constitution save?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Now Ambrose's going to bring out the big guns.
Eat it!
Eat it!
Constitution. Okay, he doesn't have... Just making sure that I... yes. 16. What's your DC?
14.
Okay, so he still takes half damage.
Yeah, you still take half damage, jerk face. 3, 2, 5, 3, 8, 4, 12.
Did you roll all of your dice?
It's what? Wait.
Roll all of your dice and we cut that in half. So it's 8d8. So roll 8d8s.
So.
Yes, do it the roll 20 way. If you
Yeah,
want.
do it.
Yes, so he takes 20.
Wow!
There you go. There you go. That's a pretty good roll. All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm literally just gonna go. I have it too, asshole!
Yeah, you see his face for a moment kind of go extremely gaunt and shriveled. And he's hurting, but he's still up.
Can I position myself also over Quint? Like, just standing sort of in front of him!
Are you... well, let's see. You were here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can... No, you're not able to get there yet.
Soon, Quint. Soon, the squishy warlock will be standing there.
Yeah, that's good. Have the squishy warlock stand in front of Quint. That's good. It is Quint's turn, however. Quint, what do you do?
Well, I need a death save, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Don't roll a 1.
Ha! Yeah. Oh, that would be an 8.
Okay, so you're at 2 failures.
He's a goner.
Quint, it's Kipling's turn.
But I'm down!
You are down, but there's a thing. There's a reason. There's a thing.
Oh, man.
You are down. You are... So I want to make sure I have my conditions right. Okay, yeah, I was right.
Oh, dear. I'm so nervous. My hands are just like...
You are 100% dead. All he has to do is do a single point of damage to you.
Yeah.
The thing is, he is also... I mean, let's be clear. He's been burning through spell slots also. And that's not going to work. That's not ranged. That's not ranged. What's saving you is that you are prone, so he doesn't. So that does away with his automatic advantage from you being unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's helping you out here, buddy. Yeah, I think he's gonna do the one thing that will... Nope, that doesn't work. Does that? Nope. Okay, it's not as good as he wants to do, but it's something. What is your Yeah, what? Yeah, I need you to make a Constitution save. You don't
Me?
auto fail. Yeah, you don't auto fail those.
Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. Oh, I dropped that one. Okay, let's. Oh, 16. 17 minus 1.
That's good. Oh wait, no, he has to do a thing first anyway. It may not even matter. Yeah, no, he just misses. Because your dad is hard for him to hit you while you're laying down. All right. That is his turn. You survived that. Delilah, what do you do?
Delilah is going to shoot an eye over to Ambrosia and say, "Get him out of here." And then is going to point and use her bonus action to cast Spare the Dying on Quint, which stabilizes him.
Right.
And then I'm going to use my action to do Path of the Grave on Dr. Kipling.
What the hell is Path of the Grave? That sounds so great.
They are going to gain vulnerability to the next damage source that they take, which means whatever damage they take from the single next damage source is doubled.
So they... Okay. All right. I got you.
That's my whole turn.
Okay.
That's the most I can do.
All right. The Varguil, they're not very smart. They're not very wise, so they don't realize. I mean, and honestly,
Sorry,
they.
I'm going to shuffle 5 feet. Sorry.
Oh, then it's going to try to bite you as you do that. That's going to miss.
Yep.
They're not smart enough to realize they should be sitting there saying, "I'm in danger," but they're not that smart. They're not that. I mean, they're not. They're really not. So it's gonna try to keep. It's gonna try to keep feeding on Quint, who is stable but still at 0.
Oh, please armor. Please armor.
What's your armor?
AC 20.
This hits. So you have 2 failed death saves now. And it is Annabelle's turn. Annabelle, whatever you hit him with is going to do double damage. So hit him as hard as you can.
That's the goal.
In fact, if you could knock him... Is that a crit?
And a natural 20.
So that's double.
Yeah, yeah.
20 and a 2. So
Okay.
I'm really glad that I went reckless.
Yes, you should be going reckless every time. So, yeah, so roll double your dice, and then we're going to double that.
Okay. I'm like shaking right now. Okay. Wait. Okay. That's 19.
Total?
Yes.
That's you. So when you roll all of your dice, that's 19.
Yeah.
You roll
She's
20.
not raging, so she doesn't... Yeah.
I'm not. I can't have any rages left, so it's just 19. 19 slashing.
That's a lot.
That's not bad at all. So you do a total of 38. Yeah. No, he's in very bad shape now. You can definitely see him hurting.
Okay, good. And I'm gonna
Another hit like that would probably take him out.
17 on my next hit.
That will hit him. This isn't crit. This isn't... Wait, he's only vulnerable to that one attack. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not still vulnerable to it. Okay.
That's 11 slashing damage on this next hit.
He's in pretty bad shape. Okay. Ambrosia is very important now. What do you do?
If I move Quint, does the Vargul get an opportunity of attack?
Yes.
Ah, fuck. I can't. I'm gonna yell at the Vargul. I'm gonna stand over Quint to get its attention. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast Kipling.
Okay, so first of all, make your attacks on Kipling.
Okay, the first one was a 17, and the second one is 24.
They both hit.
D10s, do not fail me.
And remember you took agonizing blast, so you should have your charisma modifier added to those.
Yeah, my charisma is +3, so the first one is 10, and the second one is a 9.
Total?
Yep.
Okay.
So 19.
He's not quite dead. Give me an intimidation check against the Varg wheel.
With pleasure. Nat 20.
Yeah, you see that thing like, ah!
Yeah, that's right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna yell at its face. Bugger off!
All right, Quint, roll me just a straight D20.
Okay. Nope.
That's it?
An 8.
It's an 8. Kipling looks at you all. He groans because even though he feels marginally better, he's in very, very, very bad shape. And he looks at you all and he says, "You should have just left me alone." And he reaches out to touch Annabelle. 12 probably misses.
Correct.
Okay. Dang. There goes another one of his spell slots. He's you pulling out all the stops. Delilah, finish him.
I've got exactly one thing. Sacred Flame. Dex save DC 15.
Which he passes.
0 damage. That is my turn.
The Varg wheel is intimidated and tries to bite Ambrosia. Missing. Annabelle, you can do it. You absolutely can do it. Werewolf form or not.
Okay. So, does a 14 hit?
It does not. You physically make contact with him, but there's this kind of purplish shimmer around him for a second.
All right. Don't fuck me, dice. Okay. Okay, that's 21 on the second hit, though.
That does hit.
Okay. 14 slashing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh! I am going to, I'm going to snarl at him and say, "Don't fuck with my friends because you're messing with the wrong werewolf." And I would like to decapitate him.
Okay. So tell us about it.
She is going to bring her great axe up, and she is just going to swing it down with every single last bit of strength that she has in her, and just hopefully it just goes flying and he collapses.
It does. It sails off in an arc, splashes into the lake, and you see as it sinks in, the lake bubbles oddly and sickeningly where his head falls in, and his body sinks to its knees for a second and then falls over headless. Kipling is no more. Ambrosia, that Varg wheel is still in front of you.
Do I know Quint failed his death save?
I think you no longer hear him breathing. Yeah, you would have seen his body kind of have that last death rattle.
I am going to Eldritch Blast. And if it passes, I'm going to do it in a very specific way.
Okay, remember you're at disadvantage because it's right in front of you. But it's a low AC, so you'll probably make it anyway.
Okay. Okay, the first one is a 22. And the second one is a 15.
15 hits.
Okay. First one is an 11. Second
Nope.
one is an 8.
Yep. So
that was the damage. So the first attack was 24, and then it was 11 damage, and the second attack was
24
15.
at disadvantage?
Oh no, at disadvantage, yeah, I forgot that. So the first attack is 15.
Okay, that hits. And how much damage did it do?
11.
Okay, and then the second attack at disadvantage, what's that number?
Fuck. Second attack is 8.
That misses. Delilah.
Sacred Flame on the Vargle. Dex DC 15.
Okay. Oops, that was the wrong. I just clicked on the wrong thing. That's an 11.
9 points of radiant.
Tell us about how the radiant damage just burns away this fiend.
Delilah looks over at Quint's dead body. Looks up at Ambrosia and Annabelle. And just goes in a pillar of sacred light. Disintegrates the creature.
It is gone. We are no longer in combat. What do you all do?
I think that Annabelle would probably hop down to go survey what is happening down below. Because I don't think she necessarily... I think she was so focused on Dr. Kipling that she doesn't know yet that Quint... She knew it was bad, but I don't think she knew how bad it was. So I think that she's probably going to go up next to Quint and just kind of like collapse to her knees and just kind of process what she is looking at.
Huh.
I think one thing you do see is...
You're a little bit quiet there.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
It's the same.
Huh. It's still quiet, but yeah.
Better?
No.
I mean, we can hear you, but it's quiet.
Huh. Okay.
Just use your dad voice.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay. I think one of the things that you do see is how Quint has fallen. He's kind of, did the whole, like, the arms are on either side kind of thing, but which curiously reveals the back of his shield. And you see up near the top, just a list of names. Lists Ambrosia, Annabelle, and Delilah. Just there, where he can see it.
Is Kipling up a tower?
Kipling's headless body is on top of that building. His head is in the lake.
Okay, I'm gonna head on over to Kipling.
He's gonna kind of scramble up to the top of the building where his corpse is.
Just gonna very calmly go to the top of the building where his corpse is. And I am going to put my hands on either side of his head, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast his body. And just eviscerate it. And he's going to I'm going to put my hands on either side, and this lightning is going to come out, and it's crackling all over his skin, and he's going to go, "Ah!" And just going to eviscerate him. So he's gone.
So he takes force damage over and over and over. And you can just hear the yelling echoing across the lake. Even the animals go silent as they just can somehow perceive the rage and anger, and therefore danger to any of them. And after a moment, all that's left is just the pulp of the corpse.
I think Delilah is going to shuffle over here and just kind of lean down where Quint is, take off his helmet. She's going to close his eyes, say a little prayer. She's going to look up at Annabelle. She's going to stand up and she's going to walk away. She's going to leave. She's going back to her home.
Remember, you're a few miles outside of town.
That's fine.
Yeah,
She'll just start
reminding
she'll just
everybody.
Start walking.
We are about halfway. Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we'll figure out how we wrap up the session. So we'll talk to y'all in a minute. Welcome back to Gothic Brunch. I'm having some delicious uncured salami and jalapeno cheddar. Because I like to be jalapeno business. We are finishing up this arc of Gothic Brunch. We have just concluded the fight with Dr. Kipling that they have been searching for these 10 sessions. And while they won the fight and they won the day, it was not without cost, for Quint Wheelwright, the Toolist, has fallen in battle. You are on the docks belonging to the Kipling family, who may no longer exist, and Delilah Barrowhunt has walked away into the darkness. Annabelle and Ambrosia, let's look at you for a little bit. What are you two doing?
I climb down from the tower. I see Delilah is gone, and I'm just gonna look at Annabelle and I'm saying, there is not a chance in any 9 hells that I'm leaving him here.
We can't. I forgot earlier that I had a southern accent, y'all.
That's how wrapped up you were in it.
Yeah, I forgot.
You were role playing. The voice wasn't the thing. You were at a deeper level of RP.
That's right. I was.
You were.
Annabelle.
I was watching your face.
We not only cannot leave him here, but we cannot stay in this town.
Annabelle, I can't decide whether I want to go to the De Rosalba home and burn it to the fucking ground, or whether I just want to let the entire town burn and walk away. I can't decide what I'd rather do. All I know is that I am done. I am done with them. I am done with this stupid little game they're playing. I am done. So I just need some time to figure out which path I would rather take. But I'm not leaving him here.
I think that this town will do a very good job at letting itself burn to the ground. And I think that there has been quite enough bloodshed for today. I think I also will look up to see if I can see Delilah at all still. And even if I can't, I think I'll probably yell after her. And just say, Delilah, you can't just walk away from this yet. It's unfinished.
I think Delilah you can't see Delilah, but she's hobbles. She hasn't gone that quickly. She's maybe just around the bend or whatever.
Delilah stops. Steps out, kind of back, kind of down the road, pretty far away, and shouts, "What's there left to finish?"
Quint was with us from the beginning. We cannot leave him here like this. This is undignified. He deserves better than this, even though his soul is no longer here.
Please. Please.
And I think at that point, actually, I would probably then get a little bit more aggressive and say, You're the grave cleric. You're the one who's supposed to do this, and you have left the two of us here to deal with this body. Don't you dare walk away from this.
I've buried too many to care anymore. I'm sorry.
He was our friend. He protected us. He defended us. He died trying to stop this. He died for us. He died because we asked him to be a part of this. And if you walk away, it is something that I will not forgive. I am asking you as your friend. Please help us just get the body out of this stupid town. I don't want to leave him here. He doesn't deserve this.
I'm an old woman. I can't help you carry him.
You can walk with us as we do it.
And I don't have any magic left. I used it all, trying to save him.
And you did your best. You used it. We all watched you. You did your best, Delilah. There is nothing more that you could have done. But the last thing you can do for him is to not leave him here. That is what you can do to save him.
I don't know how many more times I can fail at saving people's lives. You don't know what it's like to bury not just a friend, but a village that you helped raise. Children that you taught. Friends you went to school with. You don't know what it's like to have a disease rip through your whole village and watch your friends die. And the people that are responsible get away. Not only get away with their crimes, but live a very good life. And to be celebrated in your town. To be worshipped. To be celebrated. It's insurmountable. The Diosavas, I don't know what the hell they're about, but whoever that woman in the umbrella was, I promise you she lives a good life in a castle somewhere or a mansion. And she's wealthy and she's cared for and she's safe. People love her. And no matter how many people she kills, no matter how many poor people die from the diseases and the violence she inflicts on this world, she'll die peacefully somewhere, surrounded by friends loved, remembered as a fine grandmother. And I'll die alone in the woods somewhere for trying to do the right thing, for not being smart enough to take advantage of people, for not being clever enough just to look out for myself. I made the mistake of looking out for others, and I'm tired of making that mistake over and over again. I don't want to help people anymore. It hurts too much to help people.
I think that while Delilah was saying this, Annabelle would have gotten up and started walking closer to her.
Yep. Yeah, Amber's going to do it as well.
And as I approach, Delilah, you're the strongest one of all of us. You're the one who saved us over and over again when we were dumb enough to jump into battle when we shouldn't have. And we all carry something with us. And I know what you are saying more than you probably know, and more than I have told you. And that is a burden that no one should bear, ever. It is painful. And it is horrifying. And it keeps us up at night. And this is a shit town in a shit land. And the four of us somehow managed to try, which is more than enough than anyone in this town can say. And that counts for something. You count for something. And I'm not going to let you walk away from us because I care about you too much. Even though you did call me cursed.
I'm gonna lay my hand on her shoulder. Delilah Barrowhaunt. I joke about this a lot, but I want you to understand. I love you. And you, Delilah, will not die alone in the woods. Because you're stuck with me. So even if you do go home, I'm just gonna follow you and annoy you so much that you'll have to keep moving. Because you, Delilah, you are stuck with me. Because I love you, and I love Annabelle, and I have never said those words in my life before. So I want you to understand that I love you, and I love Annabelle. I would be full dead. You have saved me so many times when you don't even realize you're doing it. I didn't mean it before. I didn't mean... Sorry, I was angry. I didn't mean it. You're my friend. And I've never had friends. And we lost one of our friends, so please don't make us lose another one.
Caring about people hurts. And not caring doesn't make that pain go away. That pain will still be there. It will all still be there. That's not something that just disappears into the night.
Delilah is going to move past them back towards Clint. And I'm going to say, she's not going to die surrounded by friends. She's not going to die in her bed peacefully. The woman with the umbrella. She'll die. She'll die bloody. Let's go find out who she is. But first, let's take care of our friend. I already head back towards Quint's body to properly care for him.
I think that there in the docks, there are sufficient carts and canvases and so forth that without having to physically carry the body on your shoulder or anything like that, you're able to find equipment that you can find a wheelbarrow, which is what Quint would have wanted, I think.
Died as he lived.
And take him to a place where you can take care of the last whatever the equivalent are of the last rites and those sorts of things that would take place here. By way of, I guess, chapter epilogue, as it were. At this point, or from this point forward, anyway, the immediate threat of those drowned undead seems to subside in the city, which is good because Creed Hall has its hands full dealing with a full outbreak of disease. And I think, is there anything that anyone else wants to do before we kind of bring this to a little bit of an early close?
I think that I would make sure that we got the keys to Quint's business.
Love you, my love.
Love you too. Bye.
Yeah, those would be easy enough to find.
And I think that the only thing would be, at least Annabelle would want to make sure that that there was nothing that looked of, if there was anything of Quint's that looked of personal significance there, he probably would have taken something of his, like a I don't know, maybe a wrench or like whatever it was that I would associate with him, and I would make sure that I would take that and lock the business.
You do find a few jars of oil labeled Quint's essential oils.
I will take those.
You son of a bitch.
Remember when he came on and I said that I just gave him a look after he sent me something? That's what it was.
Damn it, Peter!
I mean, he's not the pun bard for nothing.
That's right.
I don't know how this would work, except... Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take Quint's shield. And I'm going to take it to the guild that he was a part of.
Do you tell them what? No, not a yes or no. What do you tell them about Quint and his last days? What he's been up to? How he died? Where you buried him? Any of that sort of thing. What do you tell them?
Are they like a smithing place at all?
Are they what?
Do they do smithing at all?
Yeah, I think they've got a workshop there and so forth. Yes, absolutely.
I'm debating with myself whether I do this. Is there any way they can take the part with the names? Because I can't carry a shield, but I would really like to keep the part with the names.
Yeah.
I hand it to them and I say, I need the part with the names. And then I want you to remember that Quint was a good person. He died fighting for this crap hole of a town. He died fighting to save you. And don't you ever forget it, or I swear I'll be back.
Yeah, the folks that you're speaking to, there's an old woman, clearly a grizzled old engineer, who introduces herself as Wendy, and she seems genuinely heartbroken that she's, she knew him at one time, and she knew that he was probably too good for that guild, and that was why, that's what she tells you, that he was too good for us, and that was why he left. She doesn't go into more details. And yeah, absolutely, they give you that piece of it. They are interested to know where his remains are. Mostly, and they're clear about this, it's mostly so they can provide an appropriate memorial. It's not... They're not like hand-wringing villains. I mean, you know, I think Quint had told you, there were some folks there, especially probably at the leadership, who he disagreed with. But like most places, right, the rank-and-file folks are just people trying to get through the day. So they're interested in that. Annabelle, your family gets in contact with you and tells you that they have left the city and they have gone to what you know to be an old sanctuary they used many years ago in the forest. And that's where they've taken everyone due to this disease outbreak, that they've gotten at least your clan, as it were, out of there, and they brought Fluval with them. Fluval. And then that is, I don't know if that's where Annabelle heads, or where the rest of you head, but certainly the family is letting you know you are, of course, welcome, and they would like you to be safe and so forth. And then Delilah, do you go with the others then at that point? What we're not going to today deal with the investigation of these other people.
Yeah. I Delilah would, if she could, she already gathered her things, but I think Delilah would write a note if we're leaving town. Delilah would write a note to the next person she expects to take up the duties of the graveyard, to tell them that, just give them a very vague idea, a brief summary of her findings, and to say the town doesn't, and then at the end she would write, the town doesn't deserve it, but save it anyway. And she would leave that note.
That's for her friend that she had met with before?
Yeah, well, the idea being that she's about to leave her duties as the gravekeeper, and she's leaving the note for whoever the next one is.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Okay.
And then she would just take up with Annabelle and Ambrosia and leave town. Wherever they're going, we're going.
And I would have told them about the sanctuary, and I probably would have suggested that would be a good place to hole up for a little while till we figure out what to do next.
And so ends this story. Not forever, but for now. As we previously noted, this is the finale. I personally don't use all the TV terms. This is a season end, though, not a series end. To be clear. So anybody watching what? It's fine. We'll be back. We don't have it scheduled yet, but that's a matter of logistics. We'll kind of give everybody a chance to recharge and so forth, and then figure out what we're going to do. What I can say is that it is my fervent hope that all of you who are playing, certainly, most of all, but also all of you who are watching are able to come back with us. At the same time, as I've told the group here, people have lives and commitments, and if folks aren't able to or need to take a step back in some way, we're all friends and we all love each other, so we'll work things out somehow, one way or another. But it is my hope that we keep doing something together in this thing. I love Crev Borna. It is a world with a lot of... This is my second campaign that I have run in it. First one in Dungeon World, and I think there's a lot more that can be done with it. If you like the world of Crev Borna, then you can actually pick up the setting book on Drive-Thru RPG by Jack Shear, who also has a few other books there on other settings, or he has some other supplements there as well. many, many thanks to Variant Roles for hosting us through this. And also, this is how I met these friends here, because it was through a Variant Roles community stream that we all became good friends and family, and that doesn't end just because the first arc of a campaign ends. So, we're going to go around and do our usual sets of outros. Feel free to say, hey, if there's anything you want people to know about that you're working on, but also, if there's anything you want to, moments from today that you want to highlight. I'm gonna, because he hasn't had a lot to say for a little bit, I'm gonna start with Adam here to give him a chance to to talk for a minute, because he's been quiet for a little bit. So Adam, anything that you want to highlight, and then anything from today's game that you wanted to highlight?
I enjoyed being this was my first not narrative driven but like mechanical driven losing of a character, but I would like to highlight just how touched I was that everybody was doing their damnedest to try to keep me going, so thank you. And Quint can't say it right now, but I can. Anyways, I am Adam. You can find me at Peter Voss on Twitter under #PunBard if you're looking for daily D&D or TTRPG puns. I do them daily. And this was a hell of a thing.
It was a hell of a thing, and I'm really glad that you've been able to be with us as a fellow parent, although my kids are a little bit older. And I know that has been in particular part of, the start of this campaign actually was kind of waiting on some more important family things. So I know how hard it is to carve out that time and commitment. Everybody has their own different things. This is the one thing that I understand. Other folks have other commitments and so forth that is different. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Val.
Hi everybody, I'm Val. I'm using my soothing voice because this has been a lot. I am the Nerdy Niffler on Twitter. You can find me here on Friday at 5 p.m. for Courts of the Shadow Fae. On Saturday, I'm doing Nox's Indie Showcase at 3 p.m. and Emma's a part of it. And then later on today at 6 p.m., Matthew, Emma, and I are back on Variant Roles for Monster Hearts, where we're all just beautiful messes. It's glorious. I love it so much. My favorite moment was something I continue to be astounded by is Matthew's role-playing ability, and just that speech. I mean, you blow me away. Seriously, everyone here is such a fantastic player, and Kyle's a fantastic DM. That speech just got me. And Matthew, you're great, but also we think you're great too.
It was a hell of a thing. Emma.
Hello.
Hello.
So I am Emma, and you can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. I will start with my, I guess it's not like a favorite moment, but just similar.
Right. I intentionally shied away from that word. Something a moment that stood out, a highlight to you.
Yeah.
This was a tough game to have a favorite.
Yeah. I think that also, just to echo sort of what Val said, is that I learn a lot from playing with you all, and I always enjoy playing with you all, and I feel like I don't know, the Goners mean a lot to me, and they always will, no matter what setting we're in. So that was really lovely, and I think the opportunity that there are sometimes when we're really silly and ridiculous, and sometimes when it'll hit you right where it hits us in our sensitive spots on our body. But it's I don't know. My words are really hard right now. I gave everything to Annabelle, and I don't know that I have anything
fair.
for myself
That's fair.
now.
Anything
but
else?
that moment between Val and Matthew and I, that was heavy and good.
That was.
Thank you for going there. And then other stuff. Let's see. I'm Hellbind. There will be no Hellbind this Monday, unfortunately. Our lovely Maria will be on a vacation. So, but we will return next week with Hellbind on Mondays. On Tuesdays, you can find me over on Dice Priority for Monster. Or nope, that's not what it is.
It is though.
It's basically Monster Hearts, but we're using the 5e system. But for Dragon Heisters, and then on Saturday, as Val said, we will be part of Knox's Indie Showcase. We will be playing A Cozy Den, which is about lesbian snakes, and it's going to be awesome.
That sounds amazing.
It's pretty great, and I can't wait. And then later today, Matthew, Val, and I will be back with Monster Hearts, which is something. And there's a lot of really cool stuff coming up that I will be in, and that Val will be in as well. VHS is coming up. So
yes.
Stay tuned there'll be some sprinklings of things prior to the game.
Right.
That's me.
Excellent. Matthew, I was intentionally giving you a moment. So,
appreciate that.
anything you want to tell us about that you've got going on, and any moments that you want to highlight today?
I'm Matthew Foreman, Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. So I'm like on a hiatus from a lot of my stuff. I'm not running Ghost in the Machine, I'm not running Storm King's Thunder, and I'm not doing Rats in the Machine for a while on Dice Priority. But you'll see me playing in a couple things. But I am running on Dice Priority Friday the 13th. I am actually just going to run a one session of Invisible Sun. It's going to be super chill, very interactive stream. We're like going to make characters, we're going to chat, and then we're going to like play for like 2 or 3 hours. You know what I mean? So just come for the surreal spookiness. My favorite moment, honestly, was that interaction between the three of us. I loved the fight. Like character death is so. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but that speech there was animated by real life events. My hometown was ravaged by a malicious industrial people trying to get rich, and they knew it was going to be bad, and they knew it was going to kill people, and they did it anyway. And I grew up in a town where kids and my classmates, it was like there was so much cancer and death, and this is a highlight for me. So that's my favorite moment, because that's a highlight for me that with safety tools and with friends, that was the first time I said some of that stuff out loud. And I know what it's like to live in a town where people die and the people who caused it get away scot-free. So thank you, Kyle, for this story. It was beautiful.
Well, thank you for sharing that moment with us and with me. Yep, this has definitely been a very special group for me. I don't know that I had my highlight was honestly just the very beginning of kind of getting to reveal some things that have been hinted at for a while, and possibly setting some seeds for the future. And towards the end there, I heard Delilah fully bite on the hook. She's got the hook all the way in there. So that was a thing. So yeah. And anybody who watched my Twitter today and wondered what was he talking about, looking for terms. Yeah, it was I was looking for inspirational images for that character, that woman, and made a mistake. Anyways, my friends know about it. Yep. But I found what I needed later. That was more relevant to the types of characters I was trying to create. So there is that. For me, in addition to my usual, I have a blog at technoskull.me, and you can find me on Twitter mostly, occasionally on Reddit as Technoskull. Starting next Saturday at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, on my channel, Technoskull, I'll be running Blades in the Dark for a little while. And that is, while we're starting with a specific group, the idea is that every session it will be a different score. So, if folks want to, aren't able to come every week, then we're going to kind of have some times when people can, pop in, be part of the crew for, however long, and then that will run its course, and we'll see how that goes. And, I don't actually have, at the moment, anything else scheduled on variant roles, but there is stuff that is coming soon related to the new storyline from Wizards of the Coast, Descent into Avernus, where there'll be some community things going on. So look for these signups for that. Later today, we have... I believe we do have the Old Myths back today. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's back today. No?
Nope, there will be no Old Myths today, unfortunately.
Oh, that's too bad. From Us Came Dusk ended this week, so that won't be happening on Tuesday, but all the other, I think y'all are involved in all the other stuff happening for the next few days. And then Friday is Dresden Files, a Fate game run by Adam Pearson, and also the next 2 Saturday evenings. If you're not watching Blades in the Dark, hopefully you're here watching Adam run Monster of the Week, The Wild Hunt, where it is the Fae hunting the humans who have crossed into the fairy. And I played with him last night, and it is really cool. He's got a cool twist. It works way better than you might think hearing that. Fae hunting humans, that should be easy. It's not, because of the way that he's built things. And he's got a really cool take on the Fae and the fairy and so forth. So definitely worth your time on that. I think that's all. Oh, and then it is September, so Dan and the rest of Creative Council asked us to remember, if you are interested in subbing, this is the time to do it, because it costs like 50% less, or whatever, however that works. I don't keep up with all the details on it. But anyway, that's the thing. Thanks, everybody. Thank you to my good friends here for sharing this time with me, and we will see you all in the relatively near future. And stay tuned, we are rating Legends of Avantris, which is one of our close friend channels. Not quite as close as Dice Priority, but almost.
Tri-marriage. It's a tri-marriage.
It's a tri-marriage. But almost. So stay tuned, we're going to go see what they're doing. And we'll catch you all later. Bye!